Okay, we're going to be watching zhgfng, who is playing Cassidy on Antarctic Peninsula, and this is Diamond 1, I think it's on PC. Diamond 1 Cassidy VOD view request. Hey everyone, recently started really getting into competitive Overwatch. I've been trying my hardest to get the Masters before the season ends, but I always seem to dabble around Diamond 1/2. And then posted a couple of replays. Hopefully I'm able to get some tips or pointers based on how I was playing in them. Thanks. Alright, so I did a pre-watch about the first half of this, and my initial thoughts here are to remind you of what Cassidy used to be in Overwatch 1 that I still think is a very effective strategy in Overwatch 2. So in Overwatch 1, Cassidy was often thought of as an anchor DPS, right? In fact, in the old days before role queue was even a thing, the entire team would actually play around a Cassidy, right? You could have like 3 tanks, a Cassidy, and then 2 supports or something like that. And everyone would just keep Cassidy alive, and the goal was, as long as Cassidy lives, we win the fight, right? And that's what I mean by anchor DPS is everything plays around you. You are always staying in a central location. You're not going on for like a wild flank or like trying to take a 1v1 somewhere. You get, mercy pocketed, you get healed, you get peeled for, and your job is just to kill everyone, right? And you want to generally play pretty safe. The idea being is Cassidy does really good damage at virtually all ranges other than super long range. So whether or not it be short range or medium range, you're constantly dishing out damage. You force the enemy to have to take cover or to deal with you in some way. You're not necessarily easy to dive because you're pretty tanky. You have good burst damage. You can deal with flankers, right? Because you're both very accurate. You have good headshots. And you have your magnetic grenade. That, I think, is the default playstyle for Cassidy. I wouldn't even try to do like any sort of like flanker style like solo work as Cassidy until you master the anchor type playstyle, especially in this team where you're gonna have a Mercy, right, who can pocket you and you can just be a complete menace. So the primary issues that are happening here is that you take a lot of really bad risks that don't give you high value. Right? That's like the single biggest problem is you just continue to take risks when simply surviving and playing safe would be a better option, number one. And number two is that your aim is going to let you down pretty significantly at some points as well. And that's going to be an issue, right? You play DPS, you're not going to climb if you can't aim. There's no getting around that. There's other than if you play maybe Symmetra or maybe Mei, there's pretty much no other hero, like Tor perhaps. Like other than that, there's like pretty much no other DPS that you can conceivably get into GM without having GM level aim. And Cassidy is going to be right, squarely in the middle of like really need to aim in order to do well. So we'll watch, and I'm going to kind of talk through, like, looking at that lens of, like, one, playing as an anchor tank, and anchor DPS, right, and minimizing risk, and just believing that you will win the fight as long as you stay alive, number one. And number two, trying to minimize, I guess I'll just do that. Right? Number one is anchor DPS, number two is just minimizing risk. Oh, aim, right? Aim being the third one. I would contrast this to somebody like, say, Tracer, where as Tracer, staying alive is not enough to win the fight, right? There are plenty of times where Tracer's like, wow, my whole team is dead, I'm still alive, how do I win, right? And you're like, well, the trick is you're not doing enough. With Cassidy, that's typically not going to be an issue because you're going to be right in the middle of the fight, right? You're always going to have really good opportunities to get good damage in, so it's all about survival. Let's watch from the very beginning. So you come out here, right? Great. So you should have reloaded right now when the Genji was deflecting. Instead, you roll forwards. This was very dangerous because you have no idea what the enemy lineup is. Okay, so for example, they could have like a Junker Queen or a Doomfist or a Winston or somebody who's about to just dive onto you right now, and now you don't have roll. And that's a very common problem we're going to see through the rest of the match, is that you constantly use roll when I don't think you should use roll. What's the point of getting slightly closer right now? Like this is not meaningful in any way. Sigma comes out, so he grasps, reload right now. Like this is just wasteful, just reload, right? Instead you fed him some more charge for no reason. Playing up here, Genji's in. It's a mistake to throw magnetic at him right away, right? Whenever Genji goes in like this, like you should know this if you play Diamond 1, whenever Genji goes in like this, he's going to die unless he uses deflect. He's always going to deflect here, right? This isn't like bronze level Genji where he's going to forget that he's a deflect button. If he dives like this, 100% of the time he is going to deflect right now. So you're very lucky that the D.Va actually eats this to prevent you from getting the magnetic grenade deflected back at you, right? Very, very lucky. So you get low. Again, you have opportunities to reload. Now you start taking this very passive angle, which I don't necessarily know that I agree with, right? Your D.Va's out here already. I would just stay here, right? You're being mercy pocketed. Sigma cannot kill you if you're being pocketed. Like, it's just not going to happen, right? As long as you're being pocketed here, you should be able to fight off the Sigma by yourself. Just recognizing the investment of resources in you is very important because you are 40% of the team right now. Because you plus the Mercy are 40%, you too should easily be able to force the Sigma back. There's no world where this Sigma should be able to force you back. Oh, plus your Ana's here too. right? Like backing off from this angle, you see how like obviously this is a mistake? Like this is a poor play by you, right? Now your Anna's like kind of stuck here. She's stuck with the Sigma, and then she ends up dying. You should have been out here, right? Think of yourself as the anchor, right? Almost in some ways like an off tank when you're being pocketed. Stay up there, create space, take fights, right? Not this weird thing where you play a very passive angle and you leave your Anna out to dry. So now you've just lost your Anna, right? Because of your mistake. I don't know where your Junkrat dies, but it doesn't really matter. Now it's 3-5, so now I'd chill, right? You're probably not going to win this fight, so I've been thinking, hey, look, can I get a picks? Otherwise, it's die or get out. You go for the sim. Unfortunately, so you go in here. So this is a great example of like, why are you rolling right now? Okay, so you get full ammo. You got shots, right? Genji's here. Like, why are you rolling? You had four shots there. Why are you rolling right now? Like, this is making sense. You just roll to roll, right? You're not thinking about this at all, and because now you have 1 ammo. Right? You could magnetic here, roll, and then kill the Symmetra at least to trade in this situation. But you wasted roll, which is going to be an ongoing theme that we're going to see. So you're going to come up again, break the shield, that's fine. Right? You should drop out and think, hey, do I want to play right side or do I want to play left side? I think left side's probably stronger. I think this is the right call. So you're going to get out here. You shouldn't be targeting the Sig, right? You should target the Symmetra. That's your job here to kill Symmetra. Right? You sticker, great. Kill, great. Fine, right? I would tap for healing. Yeah, we're just got you now. If I'm the Winston, I don't want you to kill the Sigma right now. Even purple, I don't want you to kill Sigma. I want you to kill the Moira. The Moira is 2-shottable right now. 2 body shots kills the Moira at this range. I mean, I don't want you to shoot Sigma. Is the Sigma gonna die here? He is. But your job there was not to kill Sigma. It was to kill the Symmetra, right? The Sigma's gonna die no matter what. The Moira, right? The Sigma's gonna die no matter what as long as the Moira dies. So you peek here, right? You should have taken a shot right there. So a key thing for Genji to win duels is don't let him get close to you at full health. If he's full health next to you with all cooldowns, you're probably screwed, right? But if you can poke him down, even 1 body shot changes how he plays against you. You should not be playing low ground to begin with. As the Winston, I do not want you to be here. You standing here is a liability from my perspective as Winston, right? Because you see how the Winston put down bubble early to like protect you? That's not what Winston wants to do. Winston wants to use the bubble to go aggressively. But if you stand all the way to the front side of the point, it exposes you from attacks from 1, 2, 3 different angles. So I'm worried as Winston that I have to keep you alive. I don't want you to play here. I want you to play up top, right here, where it's much safer. Low ground can't get to you. They have to be able to dive you to do anything, right? And you can always drop off if you need to, right? Playing up here, good. Playing down here, bad. Right? You create 1 more liability for me as a tank to think about. So they're engaging your team right now, and you see you can't do anything, right? All this time that they're blowing up your team, creating space, doing damage, you're not able to help at all. Right? Also, you should have been quicker to get on your side of the wall. Right? Genji goes in on you right now. You're very lucky that it's not deflected. Right? So this is a good example where your aim's gonna let you down. So this is a close-range Kiriko fight. You are heavily favored to win this fight. Equally skilled, even without magnetic grenade, I think you should be a 75% plus winner in this situation. If it's a fight to the death, I think it should be 80-85% winner in this situation. So watch this. You jump, which is a bad idea. Miss. 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 That's an overflick. Roll for no reason. Miss. That's a wild miss. Miss. That's 5. So you're 0 for 5 here, which is not what I'd want to see out of my Cassidy. Like in a one-on-one against a support, right, where you also had roll, going 0 for 5 is no good. That is not what it takes to climb. Right? And you might be like, oh, like how do I improve my aim? I don't coach aim. I think coaching aim is very, very complicated. There's a lot of guides and instruction out there, so you can look for elsewhere for that resource. But I'm just telling you, that is a fight that you had to land shots in. Out of 5 shots, I would have expected, if you were Masters, because obviously we're not talking about Diamond 1 expectations. Obviously you are Diamond 1, right? If we're talking about Masters, I think at a minimum there, out of 5 shots, I want you to hit at least 2 body shots out of that. At a minimum, right? I think anything below the 2 is like straight throwing, right? I think out of 5, probably a pretty good chance that you kill her, right? 3 body shots kills her. So it's out of 5, that's 2 misses out of 5. That's perfectly reasonable. Plus you have roll, which makes your life easier. So you throw magnetic here without confirming that fade is gone, which is a mistake. So now you don't have magnetic. For example, right now, magnetic would be incredibly useful. And then look at this roll, right? 1, 2. Why are you rolling? Like, I don't know why you roll. Like, you just roll to roll. Like, no one's shooting at you, no one's attacking you, you had plenty of ammo, and now you don't have roll. Guess what? The diva also knows that you don't have roll. Right? She dives into you, decides that better of it, fine. So this is all pretty regular. I think you're playing in the correct spot now. Diva's coming out. Yep, I think this roll is fine, right? Just rotating over, making sure that the Diva can't get any value. Looking for the Kiriko, that's right. Stick her. Genji's in. Why are you shooting him while he's deflecting? Again, every time you see Genji, think, has he deflected yet? If he hasn't deflected, I'm forcing a deflect. One shot at a time, pausing after every shot to confirm that he's not deflecting the next shot. Right? He's deflecting. Right? Don't shoot him. Again, you roll, aim is wildly off. Like, you're just rolling and immediately spamming fire. You see? Like, Genji's barely on your screen, right? You're so far away from the Genji. This is not bad aim. This is bad trigger discipline. You're just hitting buttons to hit buttons, right? Confirm the target is at least in the center of your screen before pulling the trigger, especially in Cassidy with limited ammo. So, I don't really agree with this high noon. I mean, it like sort of works in your favor. I think you know that Genji doesn't have deflect here, and he's like in the air. I think the Genji really should be able to get down in the situation, and the Diva should be able to eat this this high noon as well. It is quite lucky that she has, for some reason, goes in here with no matrix. I think at higher levels, I don't think this works. But whatever, it works. You know, it works this time, fine. We'll take it. Diva popped. I think right-clicking there was good. All right, shooting the soldier, great. Shoot the Moira. Obviously, not great aim here, but like this part I don't mind as much, right? I don't really expect you to hit as many of those shots, so I don't personally feel like that's a huge issue. Like if a Masters player misses shots, I think that's okay as well. Again, you should be taking high ground, right? Take high ground. Always by default, take high ground because it's easier. Gravity only goes one way, right? You can always drop from high ground to low ground. Vice versa is not easy to do. This is another great example where you are way too far forward. I do not, as Winston, I do not want you to come up here and help me right now. I'm totally fine as Winston. I have bubble up. I have control of the choke. I do not want you to play here. Playing here allows the enemy team to rush into you, which again creates a liability for me as a tank. I want you to just stay up here and spam and be safe. We have control of the point. Just be super annoying, right? Just stay up here, make their life hard. I want you to force the Diva to come up to you so that way I can go into their backline. I don't want to be standing here trying to rescue you from a Diva. Do not use roll here, because now you don't have roll if they go in. Oh, guess what? They're going in. So, Genji Blades, you should have been looking for the Genji the whole time, right? She's matrixing right now. Look, be like, hey, what else is going on right now? She's matrixing anyway. You know, don't expect it to demech her right now. Only in lower ranks would a Diva ever get demeched right now. Okay? She has double supports right now with matrix, with cover. There's no reason she should lose mech right now. Look around. Your job as an anchor DPS is to deal with flankers and things like that, right? You see this Genji's going after Anna? If you're high ground, this never happens. See? Anna's over here. You're playing low ground for no reason, right? Genji's over here. You should be here preventing this from happening and killing this Genji who doesn't have Nano Blade, right? Easy kill for you. Sticky, left click, dead, right? And then we move on, and your Anna never dies. Instead, you see you're stuck low ground. You're not gaining any value right now, right? Your hide, which is also a mistake, right? You already lost 3. Just die, right? Die or get out at this point. Like, what are you hiding for? Like, why does hiding here help you, right? You're at 105 health. If they find you, you're going to get super staggered. Like, think for a second. Just like think for a moment. Be like, in what way am I increasing the chances of winning the game by hiding? That I'm going to get a cheeky kill at 108 health? That I'm not going to just, like, I think optimistically, I trade here, right? I kill the soldier and then I die. Trading is bad if you want to climb, because trading 1 for 1 with a DPS implies that you are as good or worse than the opposing DPS. That's the only way that you would benefit from that scenario is if you're worse than the opposing DPS. You know? So you should never be like trading 1 for 1 is good. No. Your perspective should be, I'm going to carry this fight. I'm going to carry every fight. That's how you climb. I will carry every fight this game. Always your perspective. I will carry every fight. In order to carry a fight, you have to be alive. If you die, you can't carry the fight. So this big time stagger, okay? Notice that you're dead and your team is already getting ready to go in. Okay? You're still dead right now. Still dead. Still dead. Your team's just wasting time here because you're not here. And God forbid they die right now, right? If they die right now, then they get staggered. You know? Like, this is all a huge throw by you. You're literally going to cost your team like 20-something% on the point because of your really bad stagger. All you had to do was walk onto point and die, right? That would have been the optimal play. Is just die with your team. It's okay. Dying is fine if the team fight is over. You lose 3, team fight's over. So Genji died here, but your team trades out their team trades out Junkrat for it. So you come out again. What is this roll for? right? Why are you rolling here? What possible reason? You have full ammo and you rolled straight into a wall 1 meter. I don't know why you spam roll all the time. Alright, killing Moira here, let's right call. Don't drop. I don't want to drop yet until I confirm there's nothing else for me to do in high ground. So I know the Winston's going for somebody, right? I'd rather stay here, kill the Sojourn, okay? Then be like, hey, look, what else is going on? Then confirm everything is fine, then kill the D.Va. D.Va bomb tossed. I think you stick her. Yep, great. So Reaper, that's all you. So now we're going to go talk about your aim again, which I'm sure you're going to love this part. So Reaper's Wraith, okay, this should be a pretty easy shot. It's one shot plus a little bit of damage will kill him. Let's look at your aim. All right, so I think that hits Kiriko, so we'll gate that. So miss, miss, miss. He's walking a straight line. Miss. Now walking a straight line to the left. Miss. Right? Now he's dodging maybe the tiniest amount, right? That's what, 4 or 5 misses right there? Alright, still trying to shoot the Reaper. You sticky him. Great. Hit him. 1. Miss. You roll for some reason, even though you have plenty of ammo, and then he's dead. Miss. I mean, like, this is just not good enough, right? This is not good enough for Masters level play. In Masters play, you're gonna get absolutely destroyed by like Masters level DPS, right? Like even low Masters DPS are just gonna be way better than you at aiming. So, you know, if you want to climb as DPS, you're gonna need to put in time and aim trainers, etc., to just get a lot better at it, right? Because these are fairly straightforward fights. This is not like a high pressure one-on-one situation where you're both like actively AD strafing. The Reaper was just retreating. Like those are easy, consistent kills that you have to get as Cassidy. Team's gonna win that fight, win that round anyway, so great, we'll take it. So you're gonna come out again. So I don't agree with going left. I think you should have gone right. I think high ground right is very, very powerful. I just don't think going left is the way to play the point, right? You go right side, you take high ground, you deal with whatever threats are here, then you wrap to the right, and then you won. Once you get over here, fight's won. If you get physically to this spot, the fight is over. Because anyone who's on point is gonna die right now. Everybody has to retreat back or try to kill you. So keep looping to the left. I think this is fine. I think shooting D.Va is fine. I think the rest of the team's pretty far back. I feel like you're reloading early. No, I think you finished it. Also, you're missing too many shots on the D.Va. You also missed the sticky. So you hear the Moira on your left here. So when I go over here, like you hear, so I see the Moira, just walk to the left. 3-shot the Moira right now. You know, she doesn't have fade right now. You should be killing the Moira at this moment in time. Oh man, see? D.Va makes the right call, kills your Mercy. Now you're gonna get stuck in this close range fight. Super lucky to not be dead right now. You have 2 health. Very, very lucky to not be dead. Just melee, yep. Just chill. Alright, you're gonna get healed by your Ana. Alright, get back in. Alright, take high ground, which is what you should have done from the beginning. Don't go too far, right? You're 141, don't go crazy here. Right? I would not go further than this spot right now, because you need health. Right? You need health and you need to get sustained. I don't know why you're rolling in. Right? Like, I feel like you're rolling in here to avoid the shots, but I think that you just play slow here, right? Step back over here, deal with the Sombras, just allow your team to get in. Like, I don't think you think about space creation at all. Because if we back up here, why is your team not advancing? Your team is not advancing because the Sombra is playing close on the left. Right? So, she's gonna, like, you're shooting over here, that's fine. Okay? Junkrat wants to come in, he can't, because now there's a Sombra here, so now he's gotta deal with Sombra. Like, you could have easily shot the Sombra from your angle. Instead of trying to duel the Cassidy really far away, he's not doing anything, except shooting you. So, you're gonna drop down right now with 2 ammo, right? 3 ammo right now, you still haven't reloaded. Right, now you sticky this, reload, you get purpled, D.Va's gonna go for you, and then you're gonna die. You also have roll right now, which is funny, because the one time you should have rolled was right now. You should have rolled behind your Ana. It's just slobby. You get rezzed. You should take top right. You should not peek this. What the heck? Like, peeking it at the very beginning would have been okay. You waited way too long. Right now, he can do a ton of damage to you. Now you get low. You lose the junk. D.Va comes onto you again. I feel like you don't think about how quickly D.Va can kill you. So, for perspective, D.Va does 217 damage per second with missiles on for 1.5 seconds. So she can kill you in 1 second, right? Like, you're not even full health. She can almost instantly kill you, which is exactly what happens here. right? Like, you just don't respect the D.Va. I feel like you just don't think, like, oh, D.Va's a dangerous tank. Like, she can fly up. She can kill me here. She has missiles. Like, you're just like, whatever. I'm just going to stand here because I'm going to stand here. And I don't know if this is because maybe you don't have enough experience playing Overwatch. I feel like you said that you're relatively new into competitive. And when we say experience, I don't mean Overwatch experience in general. Competitive experience is what really matters, right? To realize that D.Va is actually super dangerous to you. Right? As D.Va, I love killing Cassidy's because you have a very fat hitbox, which makes it very easy to land attacks, compared to like someone like Widowmaker, for example, or Symmetra, where it's super hard to kill them as D.Va. So you get purple, you chill, you get bubble cleanse. That was a bad bubble. Right? So you should be taking top right. You should be reloading, right? What? So shoot, 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 shoot. There's no targets right now? Reload. Like, you don't have ammo when you really need it. Now, like, the fight's about to begin, and now you don't have ammo. EMP goes off. I don't know why you hide, right? This Sombra messes up. You stick her, this should be immediate kill. Why hide right now? You're full health. You're full health being healed, just shoot her again. Right? That's your job right there. Just like understanding what is your job and what isn't your job. Like, your job is not to kill the Ana right now. Okay, like that is definitely not your job. Your job is either put damage in the DPS into the D.Va, or kill the Moira, who's the frontmost person. Another roll of questionable value. 2, right? You still have 2 shots. Why are you rolling? You're not even under being attacked. So you make a mistake here of stepping in too early, right? Not your job to take the space right now. You really need your Zarya to get in. You're the front lining right now, which allows the D.Va to come in and start bursting you. Lucky that she walks into the trap. She eats the right click. I would not worry about the D.Va, right? The D.Va's not going to die in this situation. She's too far away, has too much health, right? Is likely going to have Matrix. Kill the Moira right now. You can kill Moira through Coalescence. Also, your headshot ratio is super low. I don't even know that I've seen you hit 1 headshot so far. So, a weird situation to be rolling. Right? You see Ana's hacked here. Right? I'd stay here, right? Save roll. Play here. Right? Shoot the D.Va. Right? Leave Mega maybe for your Ana, and then it's like, if she still pursues, then roll away now. Like, this D.Va is just absolutely dominating you and preventing you from doing anything. And a big part of that is you're just not attacking at the right times. You can't miss stickies. Yeah, I think you just straight up missed this. So it's going to curve back towards her, but I think it's the curve is too much. Yeah, see? Can't miss stickies. Yeah. When you hear D.Va bomb, you should back up, not move forwards. But I guess it doesn't really matter, because your team got 100 0'd anyway. So, again, let your Zarya make space initially, right? Play as the second person in the front. Not the first, the second person in the front. Let your Zarya make space first, follow up on the Zarya, right? She's going to force out cooldowns. She's going to get people low. Follow up on that. Deal with flankers, right? Those are your jobs. Your job is not to go in, like, first, right, and take all the attention. Yeah, that's fine. Back off here. This I don't really blame you for. I think that your supports let you down in this situation. Yeah, because your Zarya's going to get slept over here. And then your Mercy gets distracted and your Ana gets distracted. I would say is that seeing your Zarya go to the right, you should have wrapped to the right. Like, I don't think it was like the worst idea to go to the left, but especially since Sombra's in the game and she's able to hack you and like do a good chunk of damage right away, I think the right call would have been to wrap with your Zarya to the right, because she actually baited out sleep there. Like, if you follow your Zarya in right now, okay, great. Now you have access to the back line. You can force all 3 back. You step forward. You start getting kills here. Again, more missing of tanks can't happen. Right? Miss. Miss. That's 140 damage. Right? Now you roll again. For what reason? Right? Miss. Miss. So you're 3 ammo, you're rolling for no reason, right? This fight's nowhere close to being at a point where you can just walk forward and win. Everyone's still got plenty of health right here. They still have good position. They control an arc shooting the choke. Why are you rolling forwards right now? Right? You miss sticky. You go for the D.Va. Again, the D.Va is purple, but she has her Moira falling right now. Your job is not to kill the D.Va. Your job is to kill the Moira. Kill the support. She's literally walking in front of you. Like, it's so easy right now to kill the Moira. Like, the target prioritization is all wrong. Right? And then D.Va pops missiles at you. She doesn't have boost, which means that it's really hard for you to get close. All you have to do is just strafe. Just do any amount of strafing, and you're fine. And she does not kill you instantly like this. You just walk it like straight backwards, hugging the right wall, which allows her to land all the missiles on you. This is the first time where you've shot someone in the back line, and it works out. Again, I don't know why you roll. Why are you rolling right now? Like, does this feel like, oh, here's the time where we're all going to go in? Like, the Sombra's going to be full health somewhere, wherever she is. Like, their whole team is set up. Like, yeah, you killed the Cassidy, but your Zarya's not in yet. Right? You're going in early. If I'm the D.Va, I'm like, wait, are you alone? Because if so, I'm going to go and kill you like I have all game long. You're playing too close to this corner. I think you need to step out just a little bit more, but also you need to worry about D.Va Bomb, which is almost assuredly going to come soon. Right? Because they haven't been popping any ultimates all game, so you have to worry about D.Va Bomb, you have to worry about Coalescence, you have to worry about Nano. All these things are going to be problems for you. So hacks up. Again, as I mentioned, too far forwards. I want to be wider to the corner. Bombs down, hacks down, or EMP's down, which is great. I don't know why you're reloading right now. You have 4 ammo. You have 4 ammo and Grav just got popped. 3 ammo. 2 ammo. Right? You still have 2 shots here, and there's Grav's targets in front of you. Oh man, you did it at the wrong time. For the record, you don't need to actually kill her, right? As long as you get her low, that's fine. Just popping her right now, or even just like a moment, as soon as Matrix goes down, just doing 400, 500 damage is enough, and then you can finish the rest with your actual gun. Like, getting 0 damage out of this is a huge mistake. Kill Moira. Why are you backing up, right? This is not the time to be backing up. This is the time where you're going to be moving forwards. You know, everyone's popping ultimates. Like, you have to win this fight quickly. Right? Make use of that visor. Everyone's targeting. Oh man. So now you put your team in just a really bad spot, right? You basically have to win 14 fights in a row. If you can get staggers, maybe 3. Right. Sorry, gets in front of you. Just right call. I would have rolled out of that to not die. Again, I would not sticky Sombra right away because if she's in that situation, she's going to translocate. Like, you are not predicting at all what the enemy is going to end up doing, like what abilities they have. Right? Genji comes out, you're gonna throw a sticky at him. Sombra comes out, you're gonna throw a sticky at him. Like, D.Va comes out, you throw a sticky at her. It doesn't, like, you don't seem to think like, hey, what abilities they have? Why are they standing here? Why do they feel safe standing here even though I have sticky? It's because they have abilities to deal with them. So you have Cassidy over there, you have Sombra over here, and you have the main team coming this way. You have to pick one of these paths and go deal with it. Right? If I'm on the left here, fine. Like, look, there's you know, DPS over here, fine. But, like, let me deal with at least one of the avenues. Standing in the middle, dealing with none of them, is a big problem because it allows them to collapse in on you, right? You aren't handling left, you aren't handling, you know, this side, and you aren't handling back right? Forward right, back right, left, you're handling none of those 3 options. You have to shut down at least one of them. In your position, I would just deal with left, right? Maybe shoot the Sombra briefly to get her to stop, you know, shooting, but then come back here and deal with D.Va, okay? Burn the D.Va down with your Zarya. Great, Moira's here, shoot the Zarya. Shoot the Moira, force fade, chase the Moira after she fades, get the kill. There's not enough critical thinking going on in your gameplay, right? That's like a really common theme, is that you're not thinking enough about what to do. You're always just reacting and shooting whatever's in front of you, which is a big problem, right? You have to figure out, how do I get a kill here? Right? Can I kill a D.Va? Probably not, right? Can I kill the Moira? Can I kill a Cassidy? Probably not in this situation. I need to keep working my way into an angle where I can actually get a kill. This is a terrible fan. Sombra's on you. The last thing you want to do is re-peek that corner after you get drilled from the side. So even in this situation, I would stay on this side, despite the fact that the Moira's here, because the Sombra for sure is going to follow me and melee and kill me right now. So, like, a huge part of this is that you simply don't do anything in this fight, right? So I don't even think you should have been left side to begin with, number 1. I think you should have been controlling right side. because right side is a much stronger position than left, and you can't solo stop the D.Va anyway. Okay, but even if you're here, at least continue putting pressure on the D.Va, right? Pressure D.Va, pressure D.Va, pressure D.Va. You see the Moira spraying, put pressure on the Moira, right? Force fade, chase Moira, kill Moira, because she can only fade over here, like within sight of you, and possible to be killed. Right? You're just missing all over the place, right? Reloading right now, not doing anything, right? You miss another fan. Right now, you've already missed 12 shots, and then Sombra's gonna blow you up from behind. Like, you can't do that. Like, you just can't do that if you want to win games. You just don't do enough to impact the game. Alright, and that's gonna be it. So, recapping. Number one, stay alive. I think number one, stay alive, right? Stay alive, play as an anchor DPS, right? Play in a central position around your whole team, expect to get healing, right? Expect to get peeled for, but in exchange, carry the game, right? That's what Cassidy is all about, right? You want to do your own solo thing, go play Soldier, right? But if you're like playing Cassidy, like the team is supposed to revolve around you, and I feel like your Mercy was pocketing you initially, but then you just weren't doing enough, so your Mercy went off to go pocket like the other DPS. Right? Like, be the person who's like, I want a pocket. Like, don't say it, but like your mentality should be, you should pocket me because I will carry this game for you. That is the way that you get into Masters, and that's the way that you get into GM, is by being better than everybody else in the lobby, right? And so there's a perspective of playing from that perspective. It's like, look, I don't want to die. I don't want to take these huge risks that are relatively low value, right? So again, play as the anchor DPS, number one. Number two is don't roll like all the time for no reason. There's so many, I would say 80% plus of your rolls I would never do, right? Because they don't make any sense to me. You're constantly playing too far forwards. You roll when you're vulnerable, right? Into vulnerable positions, sometimes from a safe position to a vulnerable position, right? You roll sometimes 1 meter. You roll when you're only missing, 3-4 ammo, right? And there's still targets within view. You roll just constantly, all the time for no reason, right? It's terrible. Like, your roll decision making is really, really, really bad. Right? Roll to confirm a kill, roll to save yourself, right? Roll to get back from spawn. Those are pretty much the 3 reasons why you roll. Don't just roll to roll. Like, those are not, like, a lot of your rolls are just highly questionable. Number 4, understand where to play on the map. What are the spaces you should be fighting for, right? So, for example, on this map, Cassidy does not go over here, right, and fight this space. This is not the space that you would want to play as an anchor DPS. The main fighting happens over here. So you should be following your team, go in, right, play here, take this side. Once you take this area, the fight's won. From here, the fight is won. Assuming you control this area, the fight is over, right? That should be your perspective is, look, I want to work my way in here. And this is great. This is a great space for you because it's nice and close, right? You can magnetic people, you can fan them. Great, perfect. You don't want to be fighting out here. And for example, a big reason in that last meaningful fight was you were playing here and you just couldn't do anything. Like, D.Va's over here, you got Cassidy over here playing in the correct spot, I might add, which is over here, right? You had Sombra over here pestering your backline, and you couldn't do anything about it because you're not playing in the right spot. So playing in the right spot, really, really important. And the last point is aim, right? And, there's no way for me to sugarcoat it. Your aim's got to get a lot better. Right? A lot better for you to consistently go into Masters. Like, you might happen to bounce into Masters 5, but I don't think you can stay in Masters without your aim getting significantly better. And certainly not get to high Masters or GM without your aim getting enormously better. Okay, cool. I will stop there. Hopefully this is helpful.